Oklahoma City. This is an OU update with Ryan Aber. I'm Jenny Carlson. Ryan, an up and then a down week for the Sooners as they win Bedlam on Monday, but then go to Iowa State on Saturday and lose to a tough Cyclones team. But something that was consistent in both those games was Cam Clark struggling offensively. Talk a little bit about that. What's going on with Cam offensively?
Well, I think they knew that he would struggle a little bit as the Big 12 season went on. After that Kansas game where he scored 32 points, was the best player on the floor on either side, including Andrew Wiggins and Joel Embiid and all those guys. He has struggled to find his shot. Just scored 7 points in Bedlam, 7 more against Iowa State, and that is a little bit concerning. And talked to Lon Kruger a little bit about that after the game, and he said, yeah, that's something that we have to get more out of Cam Clark. But they're confident that he's going to bounce back from that and start finding his shots. He was able to find his teammates open at times in the Iowa State game especially. So he's working his way through it. I don't think there's too much concern with the Sooners right now.
Well, and part of the reason why I'm sure that they're not as concerned as they might be otherwise is they're getting some stuff from some other guys. Notably, Jordan Woodard is really playing like we saw him play essentially early this season.
Yeah, Jordan Woodard, non-conference, was fantastic. He was getting into the lane. He was getting to the free throw line when he didn't hit his shots. And that's something that really went away early in Big 12 play. He'd struggled to find his place, sort of trying to fit in the Big 12. And that really started coming along in the Texas Tech game. He had a fantastic game down in Lubbock, and he's kept that going. And that and Buddy Hield's performances, he had 30 points, a career high against Iowa State on Saturday. And those things are keeping the Sooners afloat right now going into this week.
I'm sure they want Cam Clark, though, to get that offensive rhythm back. That wouldn't be bad to have him going as well.
No, absolutely not. I mean, Clark's big thing early in the season was his ability to not only drive the lane and get to the bucket, which he's done at times throughout his career, but also to pull up and hit that mid-range shot, which is something that he really worked on over the offseason, developed. And he's just not finding that shot right now, and they really need him to start getting that here as the Big 12 season gets tougher.
Well, talk about getting tougher. I'm not sure this is the week where you would say it's super tough, but some interesting matchups considering where the games are and where the certain teams have come out. Go to West Virginia on Wednesday, then Baylor, a team that just scores a huge upset over the weekend, comes to Norman on Saturday.
Yeah, two teams with great momentum right now. West Virginia's point guard is playing as well as anyone in this league right now. They had a big win on Saturday as well over Kansas State, and that's always a tough place to play because it's such an outlier in the Big 12, the travel differences and things like that. And then on Saturday, they host Baylor. You remember when OU went down to Waco early in this season, the Bears were on a roll, and they got tripped up by the Sooners at their place and had really fallen into a tailspin before that upset win at Oklahoma State on Saturday.
Should be an interesting week for the Sooners. Thanks, Ryan. Sure to stay with the best coverage team anywhere at newsok.com and every day in the Oklahoma.